All right. So I'm not here to tell nobody what to do because I'm trying to figure this shit out myself, right? And I'm living this human experience as well, learning as I go, seeing things, and the wisdom that comes to me doesn't always come with like instructions, like you're supposed to do this. So it's really, just advice and what I'm seeing in my heart. Oh. What? All right. Dear November, I want to ask November that it bring us health, prosperity, growth that we deserve, especially for those of us that have been working for it. Dear November, may you bring us everything good, and may it not bring in any of the negativity that some would want. No one really wants negativity. However, there are groups of people fighting over, silly things. They convince themselves in their mind for whatever reason that, maybe you deserve bad karma. And somebody once told me once upon a time that humans are born wanting to be good. You have other humans that raise you to teach you what good is. We have our intuition, which kind of, tells us inside if something is right or wrong for us. However, if you grow up around a lot of negativity, if you grow up around people who don't play by the general culture's rules, then maybe what's right and what's wrong, what's bad and what's good isn't the same. So therefore, we have to take that into account. Me personally, I separate myself. I watch TV and I hear all these disorders that they make up to try to convince us that we're all crazy. There's mental illness and there is an assignment. And to me, those kind of blend in together, because the assignment is to kind of make us all feel that we have different sicknesses and illnesses, so that one group doesn't feel bad, and it's really just to make us all feel like we belong and not isolate us. That's literally what the general thought is, to not exclude people. I've worked with many who that's their basic assignment, whether it was government, whether it was corporate, whether it was business owners. Everybody wants to include their culture. The more radicals definitely do team stuff, right? So you build teams and it's like, our team is stronger than that one because blah, blah, blah. And I think that's where the competitiveness comes in, but all these things are to not exclude people and to make everybody feel like they're just important, but everybody doesn't play by those rules, right? My message for today is keep it real. Keep it real with yourself about who you are, who your group is, what you truly have to offer, and if what you're offering is a dream or is an illusion. So, this started, many eons ago with just about any industry, but I'm going to use the fitness industry. So the fitness industry got bombarded with women who got their bodies done. And I'm not going to go on a rampage about this, because the girlies who get their bodies done, but they work hard in the gym, I still applaud you, because I've seen women from eons get their bodies done and don't work out, don't eat right, and their bodies go to hell. So all that money wasted. I remember I had some, with my younger ages, they would get liposuction but refused to eat well or work out, and then like 6 months to a year later they were back more cellulite, worse than ever. However, you know, for the girlies that do get their bodies done and they're selling an image, I think that it would be fair to tell your clients the work that you've done, to be transparent about it. You know, this does not mean that you have to tell the world. However, there is definitely, you know, a fine line with selling something that you have not truly worked for. You know, my best advice would be to sell your energy, absolutely. Sell your workouts, but you know, you got to be transparent about what you really have grown, right? So back to keeping it real. So we have another example is Hollywood and politics. They've been fighting for ages about the things that Hollywood exposes and the way that they do it, the drama that they put on top, especially after getting funding from them, right? Getting funding, telling a story, and then adding drama, or maybe adding in aspects that maybe they did not want for people to see, and blase. So they have been at war, right? We have spent ages, everyone, trying to expose everyone, so everyone looks like crap. Everyone is exposing people in religion. We're exposing people in politics. It has, the veil has been lifted. And I once heard a young person say that they, you know, thanked a certain politician, I will not name them, you know, in their political agenda. That was a part of their agenda, and that's why they praised this certain candidate, because they pulled back the veil, I guess, for lack of better words, on some of the things that illusions we were living under. And that was the reason why, even though, you know, there was drama, that's what the praise was for. And I understood that, because as a people, we get tired of being lied to. But I want to ask y'all, are y'all tired of hearing the truth? Are you guys tired yet? Because I am, because I really feel that we have enough stuff going on in our personal life that, you know, hearing every single truth is kind of exhausting, right? I think this is why they have decided to take away TikTok. I love a lot of the things that I see from social media, the inspirational mooding. Who doesn't love to see this amazing moist hippo just living her best life? I mean, come on, what kind of animal are you to not love that? But then again, you know, starving children in all countries, people being attacked in all countries, including our own, that's not fun, right? So we have the highest rate of depression. We are probably at the highest turnover rate in relationships. I am often saying I'm thankful because a lot of these downloads are received so quickly, but where once before it took people a calendar year to find out that someone, you know, how someone felt about them, they're literally finding out in a matter of minutes, right? So that, you know, it's just coming so quick, the information, it's so much of it, and it's not really normal for our body to, you know, receive it. But nonetheless, let me get back to keeping it real, because, well, I mean, I guess that's really, you know, on target, because we need to keep it real with ourselves as much as we like honesty, as much as we want to know the truth. You know, keeping it real about everything outside of ourselves may be exhausting. However, if we do want the veil of society to be pulled back, we probably should start with ourselves, right? Or not keeping it real with ourselves, not being transparent with ourselves about ourselves, then I think that's where we first should start. So, all right. So I'm not here to tell nobody what to do, because I'm trying to figure this shit out myself, right? And I'm living this human experience as well, learning as I go, seeing things, and the wisdom that comes to me doesn't always come with like instructions, like you're supposed to do this. So it's really, just advice and what I'm seeing in my heart space to share. So I'm really hoping that I see more people be real with themselves, because it's affecting our whole collective when people are not, keeping it real. But at the same time, it's none of our jobs to expose people, right? Only when they come messing with us should we remind them they have no room to talk. However, even flawed people come with messages, right? That's something that you learn Bible-based. And regardless if you believe in it or not, there are stories of human beings. Who wrote it is up for debate. Human beings wrote stories of imperfect humans that God used. We are living whatever Bible as humans. And just know that we're all flawed. We're never perfect. We're all going to look back, even with all the knowledge, we're going to look back at decisions that we made. Like, I could have made a better decision. Maybe I should have made a different decision there. And then some of it I'm proud of. But that's the reality of it. An illusion is I'm always right. And it's just like it's the human thing to want to always be right. It really is. It sucks. Sometimes I really despise my own human weakness to want to always be right about things outside of myself. So I really try not to, and that's why I have pulled back from the kind of advice that I give and the way that I do it. So I hope that it's received well. Know that it comes from my purest heart space, not because I don't think that I'm flawed, but I know that I've worked really hard to live my life in the upright. When there's people who look at me and feel that I should be living my life a certain way, showing myself in a certain way, I do it in the way that makes me feel good about myself. So that's that. Some days I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't. Also keep in mind that you don't always get a second time to make a first impression. Where's that from? You don't. You really don't. When it comes to me, I'm pretty much done with giving people multiple chances after betrayal. Just know that before you ask anybody for forgiveness, you got to forgive yourself. Live with your mistakes, and you don't have to have someone verbally say I forgive you. Know that God forgives you, and just to do better. But of course you're not going to stop receiving karma when you keep on doing BS. So let's all do better. I'm trying. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on doing better about certain things that are private, and I'm